If you're a victim of crime, getting help can be difficult, but for those in Middle Georgia, it's about to get easier.
That's right. 41 NBC's Andrew Willis was at Macon City Hall today to find out where victims can get the help they deserve.
From law enforcement to prosecuting to service providers, all coming together in one location to provide everything victims need within that one location.
The One Safe Place Macon Family Justice Center will be one of the first of its kind in the state of Georgia. The new center was announced during Macon's National Crime Victims' Rights Week ceremony. Site coordinator for One Safe Place Macon, Sarah Shank, says more than 15 agencies currently serve victims of crime in the community. When One Safe Place Macon is established, more than 25 agencies will work with the center.
Well, right now we have great services for victims of crime in our community, but they're really spread out. So the burden is on the victim and their family to access those, to figure out what they need, how to get it, maybe fill out lots of paperwork or even be re-traumatized by telling their story over and over.
With the Family Justice Center coming to Macon, Shank expects it to dramatically decrease the rates of domestic violence homicide by making it easier for those affected by crime to get help. Executive Director of the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council, Jay Neal, says some victims might be reluctant to speak with law enforcement. That's where One Safe Place Macon comes in. The center can establish a space where victims feel comfortable enough to come forward.
When you're able to build that trust and the victims know that they're going to be heard and believed, then you're able to get all of those players working together for the victims, and the victims at that point become more willing to share the stories that have to be shared in order for the prosecution to be able to take place.
Neal says he hopes that One Safe Place Macon will become the model for other family justice centers statewide. During the ceremony, project manager for Resilient Middle Georgia, Amanda Juarez, shared her experience in an abusive relationship and how having a center like One Safe Place Macon could have impacted her life.
I think it just would have made the world a difference to me to have one place to go to where I felt like I wasn't a burden, I felt welcomed, I could actually be able to handle all of my legal documents, get counseling services, parenting classes, all of that in one place.
One Safe Place Macon recently received $1.2 million from the Department of Justice with the help of Senator Raphael Warnock. Shank says the money will go towards building the center and strengthening services it provides to victims.
It's going to help our victims feel safer, and that's ultimately the most important thing that we're striving for.
In Macon, Andrew Willis, 41 NBC News.
And Macon-Bibb Mayor Lester Miller concluded the ceremony declaring April 23rd through the 29th Crime Victims' Rights Week. And One Safe Place Macon is one of 3 family justice centers coming to Georgia. It's expected to open in 2024.